Hey guys, it's been a while, and
Welcome back.
last you heard we did not have housing, but now we do, and so
Oh, oh, there's so many updates, Elizabeth. I don't know how publicly shareable a lot of my updates are. I can give you the rundown and then we can do a deeper dive afterwards. But
okay.
the people are hungry to know,
Mhm.
where are Carolyn and Elizabeth living next year? My answer honestly is still I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know because there's no way that my housing situation feasibly works out. But you share first because I think you have probably the better arrangement, or the more like possible arrangement that will end up staying in out of the two of us.
I guess that was just luck, but anyway, I'm not gonna say like exact norms because that just feels like doxing myself. Um, but Carolyn and I got split, and although I'm not in the most like optimal housing situation, like I'm in like a shoebox of a room with one other person, and we aren't on the dining plan. Um, Carolyn is with some interesting people. So I was like, it's better, there's less stipulations placed on us, I guess, with that
Yeah.
point. But day of housing, Carolyn and I both tried to apply to one dorm, and that did not work.
No, no, it does not. We were watching the numbers dwindle. Stanford has
Oh,
this housing
yeah.
tracker that updates every 5 minutes, mind you, but it would update like the minute before we actually were logging onto the portal. So by the time it was our turn, we were watching the rooms in that dorm dwindle from like six to four to two to one. So you can probably imagine how that turned out. And honestly, I think we were super lucky in that at least one of us ended up in that dorm because there were technically other people who had the same gate time as us. But yeah, I guess we were lucky to take it up when we did. But I'm living in actually I'll just dox because like how would you describe this house and not dox? You know what I mean? But I'm living on the row. It's in the well house, substance-free dorm. Substance-free dorm.
Well, it's not like
I'm in
you're
a
a
sorority,
crazy
so
drug addict. So it's not like the end of the day. It's like,
it's true.
but it's the vibe of the dorm itself.
Yeah. And then wait, because like I'm not a crazy drinker or anything either. Just like I'd like to know that I have the possibility or like I have the option to. But I'm in a one-room triple. For those of you who don't know, one-room triples are like a notoriously difficult living situation at Stanford because you're sharing your room with not one but two other people. So you either need to be very social to enjoy it, or you just need to have very compatible living styles. And unfortunately, neither of those apply to my future roommates. Well, one of them is actually pretty chill. I met her and she is an accommodation, so she's trying to transfer out of the room. But the other one is, um, she definitely has her living habits, and like I think as a human being, she's probably like fantastic. I think we'd make great friends, but just like as a living like mate or as someone who I need to cohabitate a room with, we probably don't have the most similar living styles. And so I think that arrangement will be pretty rough for us. And so my plan right now is to move laterally within the well house. But for context, she wakes up at 6 a.m. every single morning to observe for her religion, which is all the power to her. I just am fortunately not someone who can get up at 6 a.m. every single morning, and also I'm a very late sleeper, and I'm not getting enough sleep already, like as it stands, because I go to bed very, very late. So maybe this is on me as well. But regardless of how it shakes out, like 6 a.m. every single day, just that does not work for me. And then she also goes to bed at 10 p.m. And that's also difficult for me because I'm usually my most active starting after 10 p.m. And then and like this is a personal preference too. And honestly, it's one that I am willing to, yeah, it's one that I'm willing to uptake, especially because the room is quite chaotic already with three people. But she doesn't like any external visitors in the room, which like I understand. Like your room is like a safe space for you to go to. Like I align with that as well. It's just I think the sleeping situation will be very, very difficult. And I don't want to have to sneak around someone all the time. Yeah, so I'm probably just going to have to complain to the RAs as soon as we get in and just figure out that situation. But yeah,
Will you
that's
be
my
entering
update.
round three housing like
I
applications?
don't know how that works. Do I have to pay for it? Because if I do, then I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to transfer laterally within the well house.
Wait, let me. This is something to look up later or ask Stanny.
Ask
Um,
surely. Uh, but yeah, that's
okay.
the trash of the day or of the week, of the past 2 weeks,
Yeah.
actually.
Actually, it completely left my mind. So currently I'm in Vancouver. I'm in Canada.
Oh my
Um,
God, updates. Hello?
wait, it's just chill. I'm working, I work from home to begin with, so just working online from here. And then it's been super pleasant. What's really odd is like the first day I came, it was like gorgeous. It was warm,
Mm,
everyone was happy,
mhm.
but typical Canadian weather, it did, it spritzed, it rained. It's a little gray right now, but I kind of appreciate it because I've been
Yeah.
so like burnt back in the Bay.
Mhm. Oh, she went, I'm toasty. She went, I'm a burnt chicken nugget.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Wait, Palo Alto's been kind of bad. Even though I haven't been in Palo Alto help like plenty,
Mm.
but I've been going like over the days for just friends in the area. Not been sweet. Anyway, it sounded like you have plenty of updates. Do you have more positive updates? Or are you going to take a gloomy turn?
There are gloomy and dramatic turns to be taking.
Oh no.
So, literally, in just the past week, which we've not updated each other on our lives, my life went through so much shit. And a lot of it has to do with Stanford. So, let me give you the full rundown. So, last Friday, I get an email from Stanford from my fellowship coordinator asking me how I planned. For context, I'm supposed to go to India later in the summer to work an internship, and I get an email from her asking me how I plan to juggle two of those internships at the same time, my fellowship and then also my internship in India. There are 3 weeks of overlap between when my fellowship ends and when my Indian internship begins. And because I got the Indian internship through a Stanford affiliated program, I think that's how they found out. But mind you, she literally reaches out on Friday. Like the company in India is booking plane tickets for me. And so obviously I'm stressed. I'm like, well, I can just work one during the night and I can work the other like during the day in person and like it should be chill because my fellowship allows me to be remote, so it shouldn't really be too much of an issue. And she's like, okay, I'll get back to you. But she's like, she's obviously pissed, right? Like you can tell, like she's super passive aggressive. She's like, policy says, blah, 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 blah. She's using like language that is like definitely on the more warning side. And so at one point, my supervisor at my current job gets pulled in. And so I think she feels really bad for me. And we're still pretty close, which is nice. But I think I might have burned bridges with the Stanford folks because what ended up happening was I ultimately decided to turn down the Indian internship. And so now I'm no longer like I'm compliant with the Stanford Fellowship, but it feels to me like it's a lose-lose situation because I, one, am no longer doing the Indian internship, and two, Stanford is also really, really, really mad at me. So that's my update.
Oh no, wait, that's really upsetting to hear. But I mean, I had heard like whispers of how troubling India was to plan. So I guess that's the very fine line and a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
bad. I think you were really excited. I was really excited to see the Carolyn perspective in India. And so
Oh, I'm still going to India.
you are.
I'm just going to like for other reasons instead that don't relate to conflicts of interest with my current fellowship. I was like, after all this trouble, like I have a place to stay in India, so why don't I go? Basically, was the TLDR. But I can also give you those updates off the call as well, because yeah, there are many updates on that end as well. So,
Oh, yeah, keep it under the NDA. We do not need coordinator listening to this.
well, no, we
Um,
don't.
yeah, I've not had that worry. My startup, I think I think I'm just gonna have like there's no end date to this. I think I might just have to it's gonna run into the school year.
Yeah.
Um, but that's all right. We make it work. Um,
But how is Vancouver otherwise? What have you been up to in Vancouver?
my family's from here, so I don't do any of the
Oh,
touristy
nice.
things. I like immediately just hit the restaurants. Like we are foodies.
Nice.
I don't eat Chinese food back in the Bay Area, which is kind of surprising because
But you do in Vancouver because it
what
is a land of the
do
Chinese
I
people.
eat down?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like the Hong Kong diaspora all came here, so dim sum is like unmatched.
So
So good. Um, so I hit that and then I
nice.
live in like Metro Vancouver, and so I can like walk down just like outside my apartment and then go and grab coffee and just hit the
Beautiful.
water. It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Um,
Nice.
although I've been kind of like working on love that I haven't been able to take advantage of it, but we will do that. We will do that because I finally like manned up and I told my work I've been working too many hours. This is not in the contract, and so
Mm,
I've taken today, tomorrow, and then I'm taking a half day Thursday because I've
nice.
worked every weekend this month and I'm working next weekend.
Are they paying you for the overtime though at the very least?
Yes, but it's like I'm like a salaried worker essentially, so the hours don't count really per se.
Oh, yeah, that kind of sucks. but I hope they're paying you well because honestly, like India would have paid me nothing. And now I'm getting paid nothing to go. So it is what it
Yeah.
is. And I just bought my plane tickets today and they were like $1,000. And so now I'm $1,000 in debt, but that is okay. That is
That is,
okay.
$1,000 trip to India is low-key kind of cheap if you think about it.
Think so?
Well, because I was looking into going to Belgium this summer for just a couple weeks in September just to say hi to family. And like if I did like the nasty like small economy version for I want to say the flight's 17 hours, 18 hours.
Hmm.
Um it's like 800, $900 and that's good. That's for not the summer
Is
season.
that round trip though?
Yeah. Oh, was yours one way?
No, mine is round trip. It's like $1,000 to go and then come back. And I fly out from New York and then I fly back to SFO. So
Oh, interesting. It's probably pricier. Wait, when you're flying out from New York, do you go the do you fly over the Atlantic?
I'm not sure, but it definitely is more expensive to do it multi-city as opposed to doing a round trip. Most of the round trip flights that I saw were like $700, and then this one is just so expensive. But it is what it is. I've already the costs have been it's not refundable, it's non-refundable, so I'm going basically as a TLDR. And I have a place to stay, so my living expenses will hopefully not be super high, is the hope. But yeah.
Wait, where are you staying? What's the situation? I
Oh,
know
that
you're
was the
in
other
Delhi.
half of the equation. I'm going to Mumbai, but the only
Oh,
reason why, even after my internship was canceled by Stanford, the only reason why I'm still going is because I actually have a place to stay. So I really only need to pay for like my day-to-day and I honestly think food, they have a chef as well, but I'm staying with the Stanford alumni from the GSB. So that
wow.
is very nice, yeah.
Wait, how
Yeah.
is that set up? Did they offer? Did you ask? Like, I just can't imagine if
Uh, it was an interesting chain of events. Basically, the TLDR is I'm in a Stanford alumni from India WhatsApp group chat.
Yes, Carolyn.
It just
Carolyn, alumni from Stanford from
yes.
India.
Obviously, duh. But I basically met the right people at the right time. I
Mm.
was hosting one of my dinners, and then the guy who was literally sitting across from me was like, "Wait, I'm from Mumbai, like which is where you're going. Let me put you in touch with a couple of people from Stanford." So, in all of like May, instead of coffee chatting for my career, I was just coffee chatting people from India.
Wait, that's
So
perfect. Worked
that's how
out.
this is going out. Yeah. Yeah, but it
Okay.
worked out. So
Wait, that's
now
fine.
at least I have a place to stay. Thank God. I just needed to sink the costs of my plane tickets, and honestly, like, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. And will you be traveling over there or will you still have to work? Because if you're traveling, then I think you'll be able to make the most of this trip. And I feel like sunk costs for plane tickets are outweighed by the fact that it's going to be like a new culture. I've never been to
Yeah.
India. I think it's a really cool spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will be doing a lot of traveling. But yeah, we can always catch up afterwards too, because like there are still some details that I have to iron out, and I'd love to get your take on that. Because
Okay.
like I'll be there for like a hot second. And now because it was an impulsive decision. So now like yeah, you'll have to fill me in on whether or not I should go into Thailand. Because I have multiple entries in my visa, so that's exciting. Uh,
Really?
yeah.
Ooh, wait, you totally should. Never been to Thailand either, actually. I've never been to like South. Well, unless you count Singapore, but I've never been to Southeast Asia.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Wait, that's gonna be so exciting. Wait, that's lovely.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes, yes.
ooh. Wait, so will you be working three internships this summer or two? Like, wait, because I'm like all the different like eras of Carolyn's summer being DC, New York, a little bit
Yeah,
New Jersey and
there are
India.
many. There are many. And I will catch you up after this call.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, do we have non-career updates? Like, I've not begun studying
I have
technical.
not either. I've
What
not begun
semester's
studying. I've not
now?
begun coffee chatting. Apparently that starts in September or something. I haven't even thought about it.
I know. Me
Truly.
neither.
Truly.
I've had there's been other things going on. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, she's been working. Elizabeth has been busy.
Well, I've been busy, but I believe Carolyn must be busier. Like I don't know what
Wait, I'm
my
actually
day.
unemployed on the day today.
No, you are. Ugh. Or at least I don't know. I basically am. I feel like some of the work I do is really fake. Oh, it was crazy. This is gonna be a random work story. The
Hmm.
entirety of Friday and Saturday, I worked like late critical priority hours essentially. Like I don't have a set schedule, but I'll rearrange things and work later if it's like if it's deemed or communicated to me that it's like essential for operations. And on the entirety of Friday, mind you, the Friday that I was flying to Canada, like I was
Oh
literally
my God.
texting on the plane and worked up until like 11 p.m. and then woke up really early Saturday to continue it up. And it was on this project where literally four people were on it and they pulled me in because they needed extra hands and every single person communicated a different thing. And it was Saturday, so they refused to like give me more info. Like no one wanted to hop on a meeting for that. And so
Mhm.
come Sunday afternoon, our co-founder jumps in and was like, all this work was for naught. Like it's all not worth, it's all not useful. And that was like low-key gut-wrenching. I was like, that's what made me feel like I needed this Tuesday, Wednesday break. Because I
Piss
was
me
like,
off.
you guys just, I just put a hell of hours in here. And
Yeah.
it was told to me I needed to because AI couldn't do it. Like it was really like rudimentary stuff. Like we had to gather 1,200 videos from our hackathon application and then sift through them, retag them, and then like gather them essentially and just send them to this specific email to have it on like a local server or whatever. I don't know. Um, Sunday afternoon, they were like, no, we don't need this. Like, we're
Bro.
gonna design like an AI tool to do it. And I was like, you guys told me an
Bro.
AI tool couldn't do that. That's why I was doing this.
Bro.
It was a lot.
You had to go through 1,200 videos
Well, I didn't
to
even
have.
finish. No, I was at like 600.
That would piss me off, Elizabeth. Wait, is it like a manual, like click, 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 or like you have to go ahead and like watch through it?
Oh, it's a manual click, click, click. But
Oh,
I like you're hitting the same buttons. Like I was control and commanding like every single one, and my fingers were like hurting. I was like, bro,
oh
this
my
is
God.
but I was watching like it wasn't the worst work in the world. I was watching like Perfect Match on Netflix while doing it.
Nice. Okay, 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 okay. It's like a mindless task. Wait, is it bad that when I'm watching TV, like I need to do a mindless task, otherwise I feel like I can't watch TV? I think it's like toxic productivity, but it makes me feel like both experiences are more enriching, if that makes any sense.
It depends what task. Like I cannot read emails while watching a show because then my emails suffer because of it. Like, because when I listen
Elizabeth.
to things, sometimes I like write down what I hear. So it'd be like, Carolyn, perfect
Ah,
match. Great to meet you. Like,
mhm.
no.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
but I will like, I'll like peruse my phone, maybe catch up on messages. And then also I like to like, I'll literally play games while I watch TV. So I can like, I do my own Subway Surfers, I
And you
guess.
know what? That's good for the ADHD brain because you can never be focused on just one thing. I think
Maybe.
that's why I'm really big into like, and also that's why I'm a horrible person to watch movies with because I give so much unsolicited movie commentary. Like,
Me too. Me too. We
a
can do that together.
genuinely, yeah. Wait, because I was watching, my weekend was so chill, but I went to a pottery class with my mom. We got Korean food for lunch, and then I came home and we were like making, do you know, 粽子?
Yes. Oh,
We were
so
making
good.
粽子. And then I watched Avatar with my sister, and like it was just, I was like napping on the couch and like watching it at the same time, and just like being super snarky with the commentary, and it was like a beautiful, beautiful time. But I could tell my sister was like, "Girl, you need to shut the fuck up," because like, yeah, you low-key are spoiling the way that you were just like trying to clock everything.
Yeah. Wait, but Avatar's a hard show to clock. Like it's a kid's show. Like I
That's
think wait, I love like criticizing a dumb TV show. Like that's literally my cup of tea.
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
And you take a sip of tea. I like this little parallel. Wait, I've
yes.
been drinking so much tea. Like a truly like diabolical amount of tea now that I've come to this office because we have a free tea station and I've had to get like very creative with my teas because like otherwise I will get bored.
Mhm.
So,
Wait, I know you're in New York because you are literally in like a shoebox of an office. Like when you
wait,
first called,
this is a phone booth.
oh, okay. Because when you first called, I was like, it's so dark. It cannot be noon over there.
Wait, today it's supposed to rain. So like the day is like overcast and I'm kind of scared to go outside. I don't know if you can see that.
It's
It kind
really
of looks like
boring.
I'm inside one of the phone booths right now.
Mm,
'Cause yeah, you gotta keep this on the DL.
we do. This is side hustle of Carolyn's number like 3,000.
Little potty. But yeah, tell me about the flow of your work. How are you doing with the research? Is your professor finally back in town, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera?
Research is super slow, which is well appreciated. I think that over the next 3 days, since I am off work for my startup, I can work on this more. It's been my like routine that on Tuesdays I kind of push an email to him, but really it has not been progressing. But I don't necessarily mind. This research wasn't begun in the summer, it was actually begun in the academic year. So it really feels like something that doesn't have a deadline. And I think I'm just going to let it run on because the title
Mhm.
of doing research, like having it set as present rather than end date, looks better. And I can just keep it on forever, which is chill.
Beautiful.
Um, And then towards my startup, I organized a hackathon last week.
Nice. Wow. How was that?
It was really great. So my startup is like one of like the largest hackathon organizers internationally, but that just means that they have multiple in-person hubs. So I was just managing the Stanford and SF ones, which obviously I think have I low-key, like I'm not even being biased. Wait, they totally have the best talent in them.
Mm,
So, or out of like the entire competition. So I'm very optimistic that like all the people I talked to and I helped could place. Oopsies.
nice.
Um, and then oh my God, I met Tim Cook, like Apple guy, but
Typical. Oh, how? Wait,
he was
where?
just
Why?
walking down the street. It was
Oh
very,
my God.
I got a
Did
photo.
you talk to him?
Well, I didn't, Loki, I didn't clock him. I was busy, sorry, but I was also kind of just like inside eating. Um, but one of our teams in the space was walking outside to go film a demo video, or not a demo video, a team intro video.
Yeah.
And then they immediately popped their head back inside where like our table's like right by the entrance to check people in. And
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh my God, Tim Cook's outside." And so we all rushed out. Or not all of us, but like we rushed out and then we were like, "Oh my God." Like while he was waiting for the red light, we like asked his bodyguard, "Can we take a photo with him?" And Tim Cook turned around and then took photos with us.
Wow, that's cra Wait, send me the photos. This
Yes,
this needs to be like a photo sending moment. Wow, that's crazy.
it was
Oh
so
my God.
sweet. And
I'm
then
trying to think of, sorry, go ahead.
no, 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 you go, you go.
I'm trying to think of who I've seen in New York, but I haven't really seen anybody. It's mostly just been people that I know who have seen other people.
Wait, I know there's some probably some crazy people like that walk past you, but no one just notices, you know? Like
Probably.
they're like in some cool disguise. Um,
Wait, genuinely, who have I seen? Honestly, nobody. Although, my boss did get to sit next to Jimmy Fallon and he watched Gracie Abrams perform live. So
hmm,
that happened. Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, no, truly. And then one of my other friends saw Anna Winter just like walking down the street while she's eating pho.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, wait, let me take a look at this little photo. Wow, you got him up close. Holy wow. Holy clocked.
Yeah, this
Oh
was
my
not
God.
some like get a photo like 10 meters away,
No,
like
no, no.
across the street
This is
business.
like we are like touching shoulder to shoulder.
Wait, Loki, I was looking at the photo. I was like, why are we so close right now?
High key, bro. You guys have like similar glasses too. Like I can feel like the same energy.
Uh,
Wow,
that's a bit of a
crazy.
stretch, girl. But
Wait, no,
he's
wow.
eating
I
Apple and
believe in you.
he's
Maybe you should
spending
have taken my Android with you and asked to get an exchange.
Tim Cook, I don't want to green message you. Can you? Uh,
Oh, wait, that's insane.
oh, but
That's
towards the hackathon, I thought that
yeah,
like I there was a sprint up into the hackathon, and
yeah,
then I'd assumed, okay, now that it's done, it can level off. But then came the flurry of like post-event activities.
yeah.
Like you needed the social media event recap photos or like videos. You
Mhm.
need to message everyone who's involved and really give your thanks to keep that ecosystem of like volunteership alive. You need to sift through all the applications.
Oh
Um,
my God. No, 1,200 videos.
1200
100
videos.
videos.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Um, so so that was like the flurry of last week. Um, and now we're moving to I'm gonna go to Mexico next week. And we're like planning
Hello? Wait,
I
when did this
this
happen?
I told you this. I told you this last time we
You
called.
were you were like, there's a possibility that I
Oh,
can wrangle myself onto this Mexico trip. Did
I
not know it
am.
was confirmed. Hashtag happening. Hello.
It's confirmed hashtag happening. They really want me
Nice.
there. I feel like
Nice.
I opened the floodgate for, oh, the company can kind of pull up because after I said, like, after we proposed that I was going to go, like, one of the co-founders is now for sure going, and my supervisor, not the big boss, but like mid-tier, was like, maybe I can go too. I was like,
Mm.
when I said I was gonna go, we had to make like a really like we had to make a proposal as to why I would go. Like we had to write a slide into our presentation that was like Elizabeth would do this, and that's why she needs this amount of like
Wait,
money
yeah, why
for the
why are
budget.
you going to Mexico? Fill us in.
I'll help out with the videography and like sort of like on the boots social media because initially this like the initial program would never have worked out. It would have just been way too
Mhm.
stressful. But the program is like 12 students from top schools become like VC scouts essentially. And there's
Mm.
one figurehead or like one rep from my startup that organizes this entire thing. And so he was intending to take these 12 people down to Mexico and be the sole person on the ground. Impossible to wrangle
Impossible.
all of them, communicate effectively, everything that you like, all the tasks or like events that you want them to be through, and then also maybe set up filming. And so they're like excusing or like supporting this trip because they want there to be a lot of social media and general media in stock from this event because it's going to be our inaugural cohort, and so we want materials to really like push out marketing and get our name out for future coming years and
Mm.
cohorts. And so I was like, you can't do that alone. You should bring me. And then
Nice.
and then post that. I don't know why my two supervisors are coming. I think they'll also be extra hands, which also is kind of appreciated. Like 12, a 2v12 is like it's okay, but to have like a smaller ratio is better.
I think it's also interesting because of the age dynamics. With your like with the boss guy, like he can probably he's fine, but for you because you're a similar age, it's harder to like take an authoritative stance when people see you as a peer group. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And even like the idea of having like that age gap. So the figurehead organizer, he is like a graduate, like he's probably like mid late 20s, but he's a chill.
Oh, so he's not even like old.
No, he's not. But our co-founder is maybe like 30, 30.
Okay, I see.
And so, and my supervisor is probably that age too, because she is literally like she's an ex-dentist. Like you'd go through med school and
What
everything.
on earth?
I know.
It's a
Weird
crazy profession. Yeah.
odd
Wow,
career.
good for her, I guess.
I know. But that means like with boss and supervisor in town, like I think I have to like really think about what outfits I'm wearing. I was gonna be all cutie in my bikini and I can't do that.
Oh, this is not Stanford, girl. This is not Stanford.
Like I was like, is even like a short dress appropriate? Like I was thinking really short, but like a
Mhm.
short beachy dress that's not form fitting. But I was like,
Mm,
people are
play
gonna
it safe.
like, what is it,
Play it.
cramping my style? Like, hello.
I know. It's just unfortunate. And in Mexico, of all places. Although I will say, be careful because cyclospora, apparently. My friend got cyclospora first before the huge outbreak in the US, when he was in Mexico City. So do keep an eye out for what you eat. And
Definitely.
just know that, yeah, just prepare your tummy just in case. And I'm also so curious, who is this Stanford rep?
Oh, Malika.
Really? Oh my God, it is Malika.
Yeah, I think was wait, did I talk to you about this? I was talking to someone else.
Maybe.
Um, yeah, wait, she's so sweet. Because wait, I think she's like a bit of experience in event planning and she's going to organize one of our hackathons on campus. So that'll be great.
Nice. Beautiful.
Um,
Oh, nice. But she's now getting flown out to Mexico
yeah, that's super sweet.
for a week.
No, wait, Loki it could have been for a week, but she's cutting her own dates back because it's super unfortunate. The weekend that we've chosen is like the weekend directly before her like big research presentation that her 10 weeks of Stanford research have been have been progressing
Oh,
towards. So she
Yeah.
has to get back like literally ASAP and like work.
Oh my God. That's kind of
I
crazy.
know.
But it
It's
is a
not his
week,
fault.
otherwise scheduled.
No, it's wait, I'm there for about that long, but it's like 5, 4 or 5 days.
Okay, but
Depends on
that's
what
still
her flights
over
are.
4 or 5 days. That is hashtag beautiful. Wow. Okay, well, enjoy. Enjoy it to the max.
Yes. Any updates on your side?
With
Fun ones? I don't know. General.
oh, no, my life has been very, very random. I might have to look through my photos here. Let me actually pull up my photos. Um, sorry, let me just get back to this person real quickly.
Mhm.
Get to see. Oh wait, let me also reschedule this really quickly. Um, okay, perfect. Nice. Okay, let's see. So on Monday, I was at home, I was working from home, but then I came into the city in the afternoon and I was walking with my friend from Battery Park to West Village and we went to this really cute Italian restaurant. It was by the side of a street. It was so spontaneous and we had the best zucchini flan ever because it was my first zucchini flan ever and this beautiful like pasta like bolognese situation. It was delightful and delectable, and like the noodles were very al dente. Just like a beautiful, beautiful little Italian meal. And then we went to a jazz bar or like a jazz club, whatever the situation is, afterwards. And then I walked back home, and then I walked along the Hudson River back to Battery Park, and it was just like a really peaceful and like chill time. And then on Tuesday, I was in the Tuesday is the day with random updates. So Tuesday in the morning, it looks like I just downloaded a bunch of photos from my Chicago trip. But then in the evening, I went to go visit the Stanford alum who's letting me visit or live in his house for the summer. But he actually has an apartment in New York. And get this, it's a brownstone by Central Park.
Oh my God.
I know. I know. So I walked in and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be just fine in India, truly. Um, and then we went out to get sushi, and that was really sweet and cute. And then let's see, Wednesday, I was in the office again. I had a cute like little girl lunch snack plate situation. And then I had a dinner in Serafina and also like again, West Village. Or it was by Chelsea Market, but I have a lot of like things in that area for some reason. And so we had Serafina, which is really cute. And then I visited Anthropologie and saw this pair of shoes that I kind of wanted. So I might forward this over to my parents. Actually, it's quite expensive. But yeah, so that's what I was up to on Wednesday. And then Thursday, it was someone's birthday in the office, so we surprised her. And then the office kitten was also in, and then we got cupcakes. It was really cute. And then at night, and then we also went to it's called Pioneer Works. It's this cultural center in Brooklyn slash art museum slash I don't really know what the situation was, but we got a tour. It was a lot of fun. And then we got tacos, me and the other interns. And then I also had to go to this VC event. So I went to the VC event and it was like kind of underwhelming, but I met cool people, which is fun. And then on Friday, it was one of the interns' last day in the office, so we got sushi. And then afterwards, it was my friend's birthday, so we had dim sum. And then I went out with my friends, or tried to go out with my friends because a lot of the bars were, it was just cooked that night. In New York, in order to get into a bar, you have to pay for a table, and a table costs $4,000.
I really? Wait, because
Yeah.
I know so many, like, this sounds so bad. I know all the little fuck kids at like Trinity and all those like weird schools. And in high school, I know some of them that would go out like,
Well, it's because you need connections. If you don't have connections, you need to pay
oh,
$4,000.
okay, yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, these kids
Yeah.
are not."
So that PMO. But then I went back home, and then on Saturday, I went to this cute little Jane Street event. Do not think I will be applying to Jane Street, but then I went home in the afternoon, and then I just spent a chilled night at home. And then on Sunday, I went to a pottery class with my mom, had Korean food, watched the movie, as I mentioned, with my sister. And then on Monday, I went to the office with my dad, and then I went to this rooftop mixer, and then it started pouring wildly. So then I went home. And that brings us to Tuesday. And my friend is coming to visit me where I work later this afternoon. So
Aw,
I'm excited. But yeah,
you're gonna give her an office tour?
I don't know where we're hanging out just yet. Maybe if she is in the area, yes. And it's after hours, so no one can clock me. yes, and that's the situation. But yeah, those are my updates for the week.
Wait, that's sweet.
And
Having a
this
busy
is like really the day by day.
I don't know if I should give my day by day. My day by day is really funny. It's like
Wait, I'd love
work.
to hear.
Mm, let's see. Well, I won't do it today well, today, yesterday, and before I've been like in Canada and I'm just like meet with my grandfather for lunch, go to a coffee
Nice.
shop and work, meet with my grandfather for dinner
And eat,
and eat
bro.
and eat. And then I have to go walk off that said dinner, because that dinner is weighing you down. Because wait, when I'm here, it's like a blessing and a curse. I like nearly strictly eat out. Because
That's beautiful.
my grandfather, like our current place was near where he originally lived, but then he moved, bruh. And so now it's like far enough where we can't cook. Like we can't get him over here. He like hates the idea of like taking an Uber for that long. And then like his place you can't even cook. So
Mm.
it's like, oh, we have to eat
Forced to
out.
eat out. Yeah. So
Um,
did he eat out every single day, your grandfather anyway?
no, so he's like in an assisted living space. So that means
Okay.
like the ground floor has like chefs that like do for the entire residency.
To go try the assisted living food. I have always been curious as to whether or not it's good, because this will inform my decision of whether or not I choose to live
It's like
in an assisted living home.
it's low sodium. It's like
Okay.
specifically for like Chinese speaking elderly people, so it's like strictly Chinese food.
Nice.
There's always a soup.
Nice.
It
Beautiful.
seems okay. I just wouldn't eat it myself.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay, so maybe it's not that okay. Wait, but also I have a very low bar for food. Like truly. Girl, you know what my dinner was last night? It's because
what?
the mixer got canceled, and so we were supposed to get dinner there, but then it got canceled because of the rain. Or like we started there, and then like the rain like literally like drove us out. I had potato chips and popcorn and a protein bar for dinner. Like
Aw, wait, come on.
I know. I was quite upset, but this morning redeemed because I got pop-up bagels and it was just like, wait. And then I got like half cream cheese with cinnamon sugar and then half lox and scallion cream cheese. And it was just like on a normal like salt bagel and it was beautiful.
That sounds so good.
It was so good. It was confirmed like delightful. But yeah.
Um, wait, I just have like a lot of meetings in the day.
No.
I've gone to like I go to Stanford like maybe 2 or 3 times a week when I'm in town. Um,
Nice.
because like after work with everyone on campus, like we'll play pickleball together, we'll grab dinner. Um,
Stop.
and then because I have my friends living with me at my house,
Mm,
um, like we've been like hosting a bit. Like on Thursday we did. Um, like every single night last week I had dinner with my friends because not only was I leaving, but my friend, I had a friend that was going to leave like 2 days after, and she was like actually leaving, like she's not coming back to the Bay. So we had to like
aw,
we had to do a sprint, but we've had some nice dinners with like family and such.
nice.
And I finally spent a day out with my dad. We went into SF. We walked like 6 miles in the marina.
Beautiful.
We got our mission burrito, we got our
Oh,
coffee. We hit
nice.
the stops, and it was just on a Wednesday. Like I played hooky from work. Um, wait, because I was like, I'm working. Like I literally,
No, Elizabeth, you have the funniest sayings. Like, I don't think I've heard someone say I've played hooky for like at least 2 years.
yeah.
And, like, especially not anyone under the age of 50. That's really funny.
Wait, I don't even know if I get it from my mom or something, but like there's words that I've used that I literally think like, where did this come from? Like it just pops in my head, and I don't think I don't have the self-censure to say like this is a little off. I'm like, let's play
Yeah,
it.
no. Let's throw it into the deep end. Like, it's fine. Run it.
Totally. Um, but finally had a moment with him because I've been feeling a bit guilty. My mom was in
Yeah.
London for like a month, but I still
Wow.
stayed at my mom's house because my friends were around there. And I was
Oh,
just
I
like,
see.
wow, my dad was in the area and I still didn't like really give my weekends to him, or like we really didn't get like kind of a good check-in, really. Like it's like very surface level. We needed to breach the surface.
Mm,
So finally got around to that, and that made me feel a bit better because I feel like I can like feel guilty for something, for an issue that maybe isn't really there, but it like
hmm
assuages me. So that's where I'm at.
That's good. Do you usually get a lot of quality time with your dad? Like, would you say you spend more time with your dad or your mom? Because I
Mm.
hear more about your dad because you're always talking about how you're Belgian. Like
Oh,
20%.
yes. Hashtag. Um, so like it's funny. Throughout the weekdays back in high school or like throughout my life, I would
Mhm.
spend it at my mom's because my high school was just physically closer and I couldn't drive. And then I'd spend my weekends with my dad. So it was like quantity wise, mom, but quality time, I would say, with my dad.
I
Um,
see.
but I feel like in college, like it reversed because I don't really call either of my parents. Like we just meet in person and it's much
Mm.
easier for my dad to make it to me. Um, and so I don't know. I would say I actually would say my mom because I feel like I share more like life stories with her though. So that's where I ended at.
Interesting. Because I've always been closer to my dad. Like, even though my parents live together, I don't know, because my mom and I are, I think we might have talked about this in the past as well, or maybe it was in that one episode that got deleted because of I don't remember why, but it was I remember that one didn't make it out of the chat, so to speak. But um I feel like my mom and I have always been so similar to the point where sometimes like I look at her and I'm looking at a jarring reflection of myself, and sometimes that's too much forced like self-reflection, and I'm like fade that. So we ended up arguing a lot when I was younger, and then my dad was always just a chiller. So I'd always just go to my dad, like to complain, to vent. I also went to him to help me with schoolwork, and I think that's what also brought us together. He saw me suffer through a lot, but he was also there to help me through a lot. So I think that's why I'm closer to him. And like in general, when I'm faced with a stressful situation, I'd always prefer to go to my dad first. My mom is really good at kind of like amplifying your existing emotions, whether you're happy or anxious. So for that, it's always kind of been like, cause she'll just like validate however you're feeling.
Mm,
Um, but sometimes that like, I don't need to feel like other people are confirming that I'm allowed to be distressed. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I need someone to tell me to like, or at least like implicitly do that. Cause sometimes she'll be like, oh wait, calm down. Like it's not that deep. And I'm like, no, how dare you say that to me? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that situation. But I will say going to pottery with my mom was like a very like calming experience, and I've never seen her that calm before, so it was like good for both of us, I think. But I'm going back this Saturday to go paint I made like little necklaces, so I'm gonna go paint my pendants. It'll be cute. But yeah.
Oh, that is so
Oh my
sweet.
God, and I also made a bowl. I threw for the first time. Low-key, my mom made the bowl half for me. I was supposed to make like a vase, and then ended up being a bowl. So you might
It's
imagine how that
fine.
went.
No, you're doing just fine. Actually, to leave like to maybe be like an not a sentimental, but like a a meaning laden statement. Um, like I feel as if sometimes my words like really do amplify how I'm feeling.
Mm.
As in like through myself like saying how busy I am all the time, how stressed I am
You
all
just
the
feel
time.
busier and
It
stressed.
feeds into the narrative. And
Yeah.
it really does like lead to me believing this like whole words of affirmation bullshit, but in the wrong direction.
No, I know, I know.
Leads to me believing like I like do not have a single moment and that I am like very wound up a lot. And theoretically speaking, it's summer or it's summer and I shouldn't let myself feel this way, but I do. And it's been really interesting. Like I'm trying to like consciously tell myself to stop, but like it's not working.
Yeah.
Do
Oh,
you feel
I'm
the
sorry.
same? I feel like you're also pretty vocal.
Yeah. I think I'm also trying to get better at identifying like when I'm more we all know that my word of like the year has been neurotic, but when I'm more neurotic than normal, because that level of emotionality cannot be healthy for you, right? For me, those just kind of become a norm. So I go through periods of like, I feel like I just feel all my emotions very, very strongly. So I'm either like intensely happy and just like there's a lot of energy, or otherwise the energy gets funneled into just thinking through every possible outcome and like stressing about all of them equally, which again, like is not super healthy either. So I definitely do feel you in that the way that you talk to yourself about how you're feeling oftentimes can amplify whatever that emotion is, and it's not always to your own benefit because when that emotion becomes very, very strong, you tend to trap yourself in an echo chamber. And it's like, I think the point of manifestation is like when your mind is aware of something, you start to look out for more of it. So when you're saying like, oh, I'm so unlucky, or like, oh, bad things always happen to me, you start to notice all the bad things or unlucky things that happen to you more. So I think
Mhm.
it is just one of those situations where even if it's not a self-fulfilling prophecy, it's like a self-realizing one, and that you just start to notice those things around you. And it just really, it's like recency bias, but for prevalence or whatever that prevalency bias. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah.
Mm, okay, definitely. Okay, thank you so much, Carolyn. I think wait, for now, this feels like a very full video or
Okay, I'm
podcast
proud
of
of
ours.
this.
Unless
Beautiful.
you want to end, you have any like positive notes to end this on?
Well, let's see what else is wait, can we just do like real quick, just a check-in for us because we are more than halfway through our summer.
I know. Oh
Have you
my
thought
God.
about that? Isn't that
I've,
crazy?
I've been thinking about it. The time just
No,
keeps passing
we need
because
to stop.
yeah,
It's wild. I don't want to go back to school, Elizabeth.
recruiting's awaiting us.
No, no, Elizabeth, put that back in your mouth. Shove it deep inside, sit on it, squat on it, stomp on it, make it into one. Like, I don't care. Bottle it up and like put it in someone's dark cellar for the next 100 years. I don't care, but we don't talk about that, okay? Ugh,
Yeah. I feel
no,
like
I'm scared.
currently I've been like waiting until the weekend. Like I've been in that routine filled summer mindset where it's
Mhm.
like if I just get to the weekend, then I'll have a bit more time to myself. I can like I'm not like a slob, but especially back home, I was like the room will get cleaned on the weekend.
Mm.
And so it's
Mm.
just like it's been such a cycle.
Oh my God. But like, we could also establish a pattern where we just like sit down for an hour every weekend we can get on a call and just like study. Wait, let me like look at what times generally work for you for
That'd
the
be great.
weekends. Oh my God. But like I don't even know what to study.
Wait, I guess it's just like the 400 questions. But I just want a familiarity with it because I want to be able to use it in coffee chat conversations and really just understand the world around me.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. I'm just scared. And like I don't even know like again like theoretically we should be coffee chatting analysts, but I don't know who they are. I don't want to reach out. I'm sure they're already getting inundated with other people who also want to do banking and it's just like not a good look. So,
Yeah.
and oh my God, I'm gonna be in India when I'm supposed to be coffee chatting, so that's kind of gonna be like a little bit stressful. Or maybe the timing works better because then they can do like early mornings and then that become my late evenings.
Mm. Wait, yeah,
But
I'm
we'll see.
sure you'll find a way.
We'll see. I keep odd enough hours where I think it'll work out anyhow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we need to
Thank
stop.
you
This is
so much,
gross. Okay.
Carolyn.
At the recording, we're gonna get to more. I feel like we're at a pretty good be inflection point because we've gone through a lot of our personal updates. I feel like next week we can have a constructive episode again where we talk about some big hitting
Definitely.
questions. I'll have
100%.
to pull up that text thread from Darrow and then we'll cycle through some of the other questions.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Literally,
This is a
that
good
text is like the
plan.
gift that keeps on giving. This
I
might,
know. It's because
this
we
might,
never get to it, bro. We've never unwrapped it yet.
yeah, sorry. But
Okay.
anyway, love you. I'm gonna
Let's
stop
cut the
recording.